All right, so welcome to this week's Unikernel application spotlight. This week we're looking at BoxLang. Um, BoxLang is built on the JVM. This is I haven't seen so many languages in the past couple of years on the JVM that are new, but there's like a bajillion of them out there. Back in 08, 2010, around that time period, we saw like quite a few different languages. That's where you saw Scala and Clojure start getting their start and so forth. This language is pretty different though, and there's a lot of different stuff in it. It seems like there's a lot of inspiration from Cold Fusion. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, and it's also rather new. So that's another thing. But this is the package that I created, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something I fucked up on this when I was making it. I didn't bother like changing this, but maybe if you want to fork this package and you can change it, you can you can see it. And I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, this is the repo. Like I said, it's brand new. It's like maybe 6 months is when they released it. But it's built for applet application development, dynamic typing, but you can have type hints. It has total, it's on the JVM, so it can access whatever the hell you want on JVM. And yeah, it's just chock full of lots of different features. They talk a lot about being multi-runtime. I guess what they're really saying is they can target all these different targets, right? So they even export to like WebAssembly, but they can run on RPi and run on Jakarta and all this sort of stuff. Um, so yeah, the syntax, um, like I said, there's some similarities to Cold Fusion, and there's I guess three different types. We're gonna be showing the BoxLang class itself, but you can give it scripting files, and then also they have this templating language, BXM. Um, let's see the yeah, we can go into more of this. So they have a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of built-in stuff, including data sources. So all of your typical JDBCs that you would want to use, whether it's MySQL or Derby or something else. It's pretty easy to configure. There's closures and lambdas out of the box, all that good stuff. Um, yeah, so async and threading. It's kind of up to you what you want to use, but they have lots of different examples here on how to use it. Some built-in HTTP parsing because everything's web nowadays. So this is not bad. 3 lines of go grab some code, and it's very readable too. And I think that is a key component of what they were trying to do was the language is extremely readable. Um, they even they have this concept of modules, and they have quite a few different modules. One of them, as you can imagine, is AI, so it can talk to all your providers there. It'll be interesting to see what happens to these guys in the next year or so. I don't think all of them are going to be around next year, but that's just my opinion. Uh, you know, Image manipulation. So this module set is pretty interesting. Charting, obviously, a lot of the JVM stuff has a lot of kind of like enterprise dashboard type of work, and so charting comes into place there. PDFs and web support and all sorts of stuff there. Your ORMs, but yeah, it's pretty all encompassing. So let's check it out real quick. Now, this is the program that we're gonna run. They, I just cut and paste some of this code in, but for some reason all their code had a lot of spacing. It looked like this, and I don't know if that's a style thing or not. I'm not really used to that, but as I said, this is pretty readable code, but it also looks kind of familiar to Java, right? And what we can do is we can go ahead and run it. Now this is where I'm going to show you the thing that I forgot, and I'll explain what that is. So we go ahead and run it. It boots up, and as you can kind of see, it's taking a second to boot. Okay, so it did run. This was what we're saying, hola, past args, which we show, and we pop that in, the config JSON. We're including our box file, which is this, and then arg1, arg2, arg3, right? Okay, so why was that so slow? And this is what I screwed up. I figured this was probably worth just including in the video, and that's why I didn't even change it. So we have our BoxLang, right? This is our package manifest. Essentially, all these packages that are built on Java, I just grab another Java package and then clone it, and then I basically pass it the jar file or whatever needs to happen, some envars, that sort of thing. Pretty straightforward. Our sysroot, so our JDK, and we're going to conf security. Some of you guys know what I'm going to show. So Java security, the random source defaults to dev random, and that's a blocking call. But if you uncomment this and you set your secure random to dev random, 1, 2, okay, so 1, 2, let's comment that back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so like really big difference, right? Like insanely big difference. 1, 2. This little one-line thing. Don't screw this up if you're working in Java land. Definitely want this. Yeah, that's something I noticed. I was like, man, why is this running so slow? And I remembered I had to set that. But yeah, this is BoxLang running as Nanos Unikernel. I think it's kind of interesting. I think there's probably a lot of older projects out there that could adapt to this and you know, get a lot of oomph for the conversion. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week.